Hey guys, it's Danielle here, and welcome to another one of these kind of videos. And by that me, another rant video. And let me welcome Azriel, or Az.
Hello.
So for this video, what we're gonna do is we're gonna talk about what the title, what it said is, why I left RP and the server. You would have already noticed, maybe, I don't know, that all the live streams and videos that I have done on the server, which pretty much all of them include you, Az.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're all private and nowhere to be seen. And this is because of this whole event. So while we're talking in this beginning bit, or really me, sorry, I'm assuming that you're reading the introduction. Basically, the server has become really toxic in the last couple of days, which is, the summary of why I left, and Az also left recently. So we're gonna go through the reasons and show you guys exactly what happened and what made us leave. And at the end, we are gonna go through what made you leave, Az, so don't worry. Introduction to this report, past the other introduction, is that this is a 20-page report, yeah. You're not gonna see all the 20 pages. So, in the category of player harassment, what do we have here? Okay, if Oliver sucks ass, why are you Oliver? Like, come on. So, Domonique is Dom. He's calling another person a catfish. He's saying that he catfished people. He used the voice changer and advertised his server in other places, and that he's a screwed up guy. I don't know how true it is. This is rude. This is rude to say, even if it is rumors. It is still rude to call someone a catfish. I know what it feels like. Someone called me a catfish, and I'm like, I'm not a catfish. Thank you very much. Whether it's true or not, I included this because it's not the first time that Dom has been talking bad things about Spy, whether it's true or not. And he has done it publicly many times, and this is an example of a private one. So yeah, I included it, and I wrote Axe. And Axe, or Bruce, he was Batman at the time. Axe is the brother of the owner of the server. He was a creator, which is the second highest rank, and then he later asked to be demoted to admin due to reasons that we're going to talk about later in the video. And here, he's basically threatening to get him demoted. He's threatening to get his superior demoted. Okay, and oh, this is a great one. I don't know in what kind of world it's alright to say that to someone. I don't know if they meant it as comic-wise or real-life-wise. I think it is comic-wise because it's towards the Flash. But I'm not sure if that's Wally West Flash or Barry Allen Flash. Because if it's Barry Allen Flash, fair enough. But it's still,
I'm pretty sure that's Barry Allen, but I can't remember at this time.
Yeah, but is it alright to say that to someone?
No, definitely not.
What if, because there are people who have single parents, it's unfortunately a common thing in society. Not as much for me in United Kingdom, but it is common in America. Even if it wasn't meant as personal, as more comic, telling someone's mom to die, even though it's a comic counterpart, that is still seen as rude. What if that's actually what happened to their mother? Do you know how offended and hurt they would be? I can't even imagine, because that comment, even though it wasn't meant for me in real life, that is such a hurtful comment to say. And this is great because this is even before, so far, with his neutral color, it's all before he was even a staff member, a moderator. So this dude got staff for some reason. But so far, it isn't as bad for why he got staff, but we're getting onto the juicy stuff. Oh, this is one of my favorites. Here, he's Con-El. He is moderator at the moment. He changed characters. And he basically promoted abuse. Make Joker more abusive. Even though it is a character just from what Harley's been through, the blood, the bruises, the her mentality, what she's been through, even though it is comic, asking her to be abused even more, it's basically a death sentence, because the how much she was abused is just heartbreaking. And even the abuse is so common nowadays. Okay, it's just a common thing, unfortunately, in the world. Saying that someone should have been abused more, whether they're a character or a real person, is not right. No one deserves to go through so much pain, no matter what they've done. That's not justice. That's cruel. Oh.
Here's mine?
Yeah, this is yours. Because I'm Harley. He basically made fun of my application. And it wasn't only Suicide Squad knowledge. I talked about why Harley became a psychiatrist. Is that in Suicide Squad movie? No, it is not. Also, he made fun of the fact that I didn't have enough words for the application. You're right, the current requirement, or the requirement where I was still there at the time, before I left, it had 500 words roughly, or 700 words for semi-major and major characters. But when I applied, September, so that's like 5 to 6 months ago, the requirement was 600 characters for me.
Can I jump in for a second? If
yes,
you go up, why would that? If we're explaining the app and stuff, you're like 5 to 6 months later, when it should have been done like that September and stuff, and so that doesn't make sense to me as bringing up something that was probably something like 6 months ago should have brought up.
And it's before he was even staff. He wasn't staff at the time. He wasn't even worthy at the time. Like, oh, this is another comment about my application. That was meant to be 800 words. I'm not even a major character. Like, I applied as a semi-major, and he's just causing problems for no reason because he doesn't like me, which I still don't know why. We used to be friends, and he just suddenly hated me. Oh yeah, it is. I do have the screenshot of him saying that I'm not major. There you go. We have reached one of the worst parts of this report, and that is the homophobia part. Yes, this server has homophobic stuff. Have they been punished for being publicly homophobic? No, they have not. Have they been told off for it? No, even though cause that is, well, a photo of me from Instagram, yeah. When I saw that he was homophobic, I was trying to put him in his place. Because, okay, fair enough for you to be homophobic, you can have those thoughts, everyone's entitled to their opinion. But the point where you discriminate and publicly act on it, that is beyond the line. Especially when there's so many people who are part of the LGBT community on the server. And I'm more offended than them, and I'm not even part of the community. And that's because it's not right to treat people like that. Me saying homophobia is a wrong belief, because that's my opinion. And he said, I believe that 2018 was a shitty year, and by 2021, everyone will be liking the right gender.
That's not right.
That is... This is, look, the message Minecraft chat. This is not private. This is public. It's even in the rules. It says that you're not allowed to be racist and homophobic publicly in a public chat. Like, fair enough if you're expressing your opinions privately, like two people agreeing that they don't like a certain category of people. Okay, that's your opinion. But he's telling people that being gay is wrong, and it's not in his right. And there's more. This one is one of the ones that I really didn't like. And I don't actually want to read that out loud because I find it offensive. And this is, I don't know, I don't remember him being architect, but this is the color of architect. And the fact that he later became moderator, even probably a month after this event. How? Even Nova, this is Axe, this is the creator, basically the co-owner, the brother of the owner. He has nearly as much power as him. He didn't even do anything about it. He only said that it's homophobic. He didn't warn him. He didn't do anything at all. He just let him be homophobic publicly. And that's not right. Great stuff, server. Great stuff. Spreading homophobic memes. Oh, spreading a homophobic video publicly. What is this? Oh, this is the conclusion. We're not going through that. Okay. But this is the conclusion. This is the end. Please consider your loyal community and don't drive them away. And as you see, 20 pages. We did skip parts of it. Because either it's not important to go through in the video, or we're going to go through it soon in the video at some point. This is a 20-page report. Azrael, would you like to tell them the outcome of the report?
Well, when the report was sent, was the owner correct? Gal?
Yeah.
Who...
That's Grace.
Publicly, so everyone can know who put out the report, which was you, Danny.
Yeah.
And so when that happened, a whole lot of stuff happened. The person who this report is on left the server before anything could happen to him.
Yeah, at the time he was mod.
Yeah, mod.
He found out that someone reported him. So, firstly, I wasn't even kept anonymous. Thank you for that. Because what happened later is that I wished to have been kept anonymous. But they didn't. And he didn't even know, he didn't see the report yet. He just knew that I reported him. Because only later he commented that oh my god, this is in the report, wow, or something like that. Which you guys will see soon. So that means that Grayson somehow told him, or told another person who told him, that I reported him. And from the backlash that I received afterwards, I really do not respect that. I shouldn't have to go through that for doing a report that is meant to be kept anonymous. The fact that I didn't do that is so not professional, really. I had so much respect for him, but from the things with the report and everything after, I just lost all my respect for Grayson. I try to be nice to him even when I left, but at the end of the day, the way he treated me because of him being biased and everything else on the server just lost my respect. And I believe Dom, he quit when he found out that someone reported him, and then he found out the details of the report, like who reported him, and then he started behaving badly, which you guys will see. A few days later, I think 1 or 2 days later, he was promoted to admin. This 20-page report with everything that you have seen, him being homophobic, him harassing other people, a lot of other stuff that I'm going to show you soon, of him staff abusing, and a lot of stuff that we did miss out from this video because Spy goes into it in a lot more detail in his video. He's promoted, and that hurt, because from a person who's actually come up to defend other people who are being harassed by him, and me personally being harassed by him, that it takes a lot of courage to write this much, put that much into it, and then actually report it. And then the fact it was completely ignored. I was called a liar and a framer. And he was promoted to admin, and I'm like, yes, I hacked his Discord account to make him say homophobic stuff in Discord chat. Of course I did. That is obviously something that I would do. No, it isn't. I don't have a punishment record on there because I've never been punished. I've been a very good player. Never muted, never anything. And he has a long track record of punishments. But they still didn't believe me. Like, it's so messed up. Here, Axe, and he's Tim Drake at the moment. He's the owner's brother. At the time, he was creator, but he's saying that he doesn't want to be a creator. He wants to drop down to administrator, and we're obviously sad about it. Here, I was assuming because it was still very toxic even before I made the report and left, I assumed that he just wanted to stay away from the server even more because it's toxic. Me, again, being nice, because at the time I still had respect for Grayson. So, and I know that he sees the best in people, or he tries to see the best in people, but he's just been heavily disoriented by someone who, from what I've seen at least, virtually has a dark soul. And they're trying to believe them to the point that they're treating other people unfairly. And so initially it would have been out of the goodness of trying to believe your friend and etc. But at the end, it's just being toxic, I guess. Here, it's where it gets darker, which is the main part of the video, or relating to the main part of the video, and him saying that the staff team is ignoring him. The staff team isn't listening to him. And that gets to my point. He's making my point of where the staff team is corrupt. And I guess this is the main reason why I left, and I assume it's also the main reason why you left, Az, because the staff team is corrupt. It's so corrupt. Yep. It's insane. And he, like, how can people say that I framed this? Like, they're gonna be people saying that I framed this, but, like, okay, it's on Minecraft chat. You have the dates. There you go. If you think I'm lying, go to Minecraft chat and go to the date and search it up yourself, because you'll see it yourself. He is telling people that the staff team is toxic. And here, even more, they started insulting me. I don't even want to say my opinions anymore. The second top staff doesn't even want to be on the server anymore because the staff team is insulting him all the time. Basically, himself, he is admitting that he is contributing to the toxic environment. Finally, probably the most important part of this set of conversation and screenshot. And I'm gonna quote this out loud as well, because I think it's very important for people in the video to understand and hear. This server has a lot of hate. These days, a lot. Every day, everyone, every moment, hate. I'm not the only one who thinks this. You agree, that's your opinion as well, and you have a perfect track record as well. And yes. There's the owner's brother agreeing with us indirectly, but still agreeing publicly with the point that we're making. I don't know if you've seen this, but this part, what happened is that Axe, well, Bentley, he likes, for some reason, I'm not questioning, if that's what he likes to do, okay, fair enough. He likes to be girl characters. He's always been a girl character, like Catwoman, Donna Troy. And he also likes to change his profile picture to girls and change his name to girls. I don't know what's up with that. I'm not gonna question it. Whatever he wants to do, whatever makes him happy, go with it. I know why Axe can see it as really weird. I can understand that. But he said it very publicly and in a way that encourages other people to make fun of him as well. And if there's something in the rules that breaks it, or something that Axe, for whatever reason, that Axe doesn't feel like it's appropriate for him to have those names and avatar or profile picture on the server, he should have contacted him on a private message. Because it only led to people like Dom and Primes later to agree and more harassment, and then later to Primes making gay jokes. The stuff is homophobic. What do you think about it?
It's truly unbelievable. At first, I thought the server was pretty good. I thought all the staff members were pretty good, and then this recently for this, geez, I don't have really any words to say.
What do you think Axe should have done for him seeing that Bentley is doing this kind of girl stuff?
I think he should have just left it be. Like, it's up to Bentley of what he wants to do. You can't really stop someone's opinion on doing something.
More stuff is corrupt. What happened is Spy, who also I mentioned before because he also made a Dom case video, but it was only specifically on Dom, where this is the whole server and the stuff, the toxic environment and the stuff being corrupt. This is a prime example. He was banned. Why? No reason. He literally said that he just did it because he always wanted to ban him.
Yeah, I have no words for most of these. It's just unbelievable of how corrupt these almost sort of good people can truly be one of the worst people.
So I mentioned how Dom's behavior towards me, And this is one of the examples. This is when I left the server. I left the server and Dom commented on me. So before this, the context is that he said that I left because I didn't approve of him being admin. Of course I didn't approve of him being admin. He harassed me and other people. He made me literally cry, and I don't want to be there anymore. And I was, not only that I didn't agree with everything. Him as admin, there's no way he wouldn't abuse again, do something like just ban me for fun, then unban me and be to Grayson like, I never did that, she's just pretending, or something like that. It's something that would happen. If a 20-page report can't pass through, he can just easily just kick me off and ban me all the time, and blame it on other people, or just say that I'm faking, and the owner will believe it. So, hell no, I'm not dealing with that. I just left. Okay, here is Dom abusing power. And the reason why this is here is because of, if that video thing is true, I'm banning you perm, so better cancel it now. And the context of that, Spy, I already said before that Spy made his own specific Dom case video. I also contributed to it, actually. I did an interview for it. He somehow heard that Spy was making this case video on it, and he said that he was gonna ban him if he uploaded this on his channel. So firstly, Spy isn't a filmer or a YouTuber on this server. He isn't. He never verified or replied as one. So whatever he posts on his channel, he can do whatever he wants. And then the second thing, they said that he can't post it because it counts as harassment. Well, how does screenshots of him harassing other people count as harassment against him? Or a video insulting staff? Yes, him insulting other people, that's not insulting him. That is showing his behavior, revealing to the world what kind of person he is. That's not insult. If anything, he's insulting himself. Oh, this is a lot of screenshots, and this is when I left. Prepare for deep stuff, because this is some... a deep pile, let's just say. So the context, obviously you can see me and Batman were just talking to each other, just casually. And Dom just tried to start an argument. Batman already knew for the report. He contributed with some of the screenshots because Dom was really mean to him at some points too. And this was just him in the middle of our conversation. We're talking about some kind of comics thing, I'm sure. I don't even remember anymore. Something related to the server. And he's just trying to start an argument. And he first started with, don't try to continue it. And with his type of behavior and words, he's trying to start a flame. And me also, I don't want to talk about it. I'm having a nice conversation with Batman where you're ruining it. Me changing the topic. I'm not trying to ignore it. I'm trying to not start an argument. Because you see, I personally think the best way to stop an argument is to change the topic of conversation. Because what else can you do? Tell them both to stop, they're just going to include you in the argument. Ignore it, they're just going to continue arguing. So what else can you do? Start a whole new conversation. They'll realize that they're not getting the amount of attention that they want, so they'll stop. And then, again, him, after we changed the topic, him bringing it up again, saying, and by oof, he's just saying, by an advertising, saying, just because I'm only an advertiser. Well, if I was just a member as well, and you were reported, like, it doesn't matter what rank I am, it's a report. Doesn't matter who reports to you. Yes, trying to stop arguments. We're trying to stop. He's literally, you can see from his behavior, he's trying to cause the argument. And I didn't get a screenshot of this because it was deleted. But what he did when he quit, but he wasn't removed from the moderator rank yet. What he did is in the updates / announcements notification channel. Something like that. He announced twice to everyone that, oh, I quit stuff now. The server has barely any stuff anymore, and it's all because of Harley. And he did those kind of messages twice for everyone. He tagged everyone, not paying everyone on the server. And this is the person who later got promoted to admin. Even after his behavior, finding out the report, that just proves that I'm right. I don't understand how he got his rank back. The way he's behaving when he found out his report. Literally, I don't understand how that could have been me framing him in the report where he's literally proving my report right in his behavior. I don't understand that. And then him getting into arguments, kind of starting an argument with Axe. Also, his friend Eric, he randomly started harassing Axe, so he ended up being muted for it. He just spammed like, F you, Axe. Because I feel like I shouldn't swear that much in this video. Yeah, he was muted, and him again, starting it again, because every single time, he's tried to start an argument like 5 times, and every single time, no one's replying, because we don't want a full-scale argument. Look, once, like the 3rd time here, 4th time here, again, over and over again, and I tried to start a conversation. I saw that my friend Nico was online, and he called him Laptop Do. And there you go. This is the part that I mentioned earlier in the video of him finally reading the report. This is a while back. You can see that he firstly obviously just found out that I reported him before actually seeing the report. So thank you, staff team / owner or whoever. Didn't make it anonymous. Shared it to Dom. Gave him the link to the report, or at least showed him my report. Thank you for the lack of confidentiality. I have to thank you for that, because I really appreciated the amount of hate that I received publicly on the server and on PMs by his friends. Yes, thank you, Grayson. This is why I lost respect for Grayson, or Lucifer, but you can see that the Dick Grayson on his avatar, which is why people call him Grayson. And Spy obviously agreed with the fact that the staff team is corrupt and told him or advised him that because me and a lot of other people who have been leaving, and me being the YouTuber who left, he advised him that maybe he should think about what he's doing with his stuff. And then here, the players that left had something going on with a few staff members. They had plotted some stuff to frame those staff members, as well as make them leave. Both parts were at fault. I have no words to this. I don't know what to say, cause I'm so hurt by that message. I don't know how to reply. Like, the person who has never been muted or anything even warned before, obviously plotted some stuff to frame other people, and for the person who's being framed has been punished many different times and was even nearly banned because he was ERPing with other people. Yes, I'm who has an angelic track record, obviously, is doing all this evil stuff just to make them leave. Of course, doesn't make sense. Just for a detective, for playing a detective, he's really bad at his job. This I took from screen sharing, because when I got the first screenshot, it was after my interview with Spy, and we were in a call, obviously, for the interview. And when I saw the first screenshot, I started like full on crying. It was terrible. And I was in a call with him, and he was like, "Are you okay? Do you need a break?" And I'm like, "No." Yeah, but where it went to the point where he was worried because he didn't agree at all with what Grayson was saying, so he was screen sharing. And this is really small. I can zoom in for it, but oh my god, it's just really pixelated. But don't worry, you can see roughly what it's supposed to say. But that's why I made a transcript. So I'm gonna read that transcript out for you guys, just in case because it is hard to read. But yeah, they made a full report. But after the whole S-word of plotting some of the fights to get Dom to get off on them, made me think this is more of personal rather than involving the server. Because before they did or said anything, said that they should plot plans about it, they should have came in and discussed it with me and the rest of the staff team. And this is what I commented, because this needs to be highlighted 50 times. Grayson hasn't been on the server for weeks, not active whatsoever. How am I supposed to go? How is anyone supposed to feel comfortable enough to go to him? I don't understand. But how is someone supposed to feel comfortable to go to him? if he's not there, he doesn't understand what's been happening. His brother isn't there either. He's maybe once a week there. And then the next stuff is, I did hear the stuff that Dom did, and I was planning on discussing in staff court. But before I could take actions, stuff happened and ended up in the worst way it could. I feel really bad that I lost 2 players that contributed a lot to the community and server. Here, the context of what happened here is that I posted a video from my channel. I'm a filmer and YouTuber on the server, posting on a self-promotion channel where the rule is, pretty much just promote your content. You can promote your content. I put a link of my video, and what Dom had as a problem is that very small in the title, it said the name of another server, though I don't understand how that's advertising, since I didn't myself put the server name onto the Discord server. It's on an embedded link. It's embedded from a different message from YouTube. So how am I supposed to do anything about that? That's not my fault, is it? The message that I sent was like, oh look, this is the context of why me and Silver got married, and then the link. Nowhere in that message did I say the server name. It was embedded. So what I did here is, there you go. I embedded it. I used the arrows thingy and I stopped it. So it's just a YouTube link. It doesn't say anything about a server. And then what he went on doing, Dom, is, Primes was on his side saying that I shouldn't be posting links and doing this, but May, I've never had a problem posting a link of other videos. It doesn't matter if there are other servers or not. I did post videos of other servers on there before. Videos of just other stuff on self-promotion. Never had a problem, because it's my channel, I'm promoting my content. And Prime's agreeing with him. And then Dom here, he's making fun of my channel, pretending as if I have to promote it on DCU, otherwise I won't get any views. That's what he's implying. Here, Primes is telling him to stop. And here before, he said, okay, both stop, leave the link for now. And he continued. He said, Dom. He continued. He just stop. Continued, and then please. Again, this is a moderator who didn't listen to its superior manager and still got promoted to admin. Kudos. And then what did hurt me is that Axe didn't even know what was going on. I don't think he did. He just saw both stuff telling me off and was like agreeing with them. But I think if Axe properly read what was happening and saw that when I embedded the link so that you couldn't see the title, it followed the rules, that he should have said that that's fine. But no, he agreed with his other staff members because, they're staff members, they have to be right, and you probably didn't read the whole context. Okay, and this one is what I mentioned before, of him talking about a corrupt staff member that I want to know what to do about it. I need support. Oh, and I think this is this is the 6 days after. Then what I said with Dom, he never did reply until after the report then. But it was several days before the report, I do remember that. But I messaged him, he didn't reply, but the time he did reply, because he did, after I said great staff support, it was too late, because I already made the report, and I already sent it, it was already on its way to Grayson. So it was too late. I already did something about it because a staff member wasn't there to help me out. And he was active at the time on the Discord server and in the last couple of days on the server as well. He just ignored me on PMs. Would you like to explain the situation? Because this one relates to you.
Okay. When you were talking, I was looking it up. So I joined the server September 2nd, and I was Ezreal. And a few days later, for Arc. And when I was going through my my builds of showing the staff, I became head arc. Months I was head arc. Was on the server, I've been having school, so I went on Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday. And when I had break, then I would be on more. So recently, when a few weeks ago when you left, the server dead. Nothing has been happening in the chat. And I didn't realize that on the side, as you can see many people's names and stuff, Arc, like a normal architect, I'm So I'm like, wait a second, shouldn't I be head arc? And this happened. I still don't know why I was basically demoted. If you want to explain more, you can.
Yeah, you were not told by who or why. You just randomly taken, and you can even look at Grayson's or Gal, same person, the owner's roles, and he has head arc. In both scenarios, Az was demoted for no reason, but it's either was because Gal wanted to steal head arc and be head arc himself, which I don't understand. He isn't even active enough, like me. Or just Primes, because he's basically the only staff member there, just demoted him for no reason.
And so, at the time of this recording, before we start, I left the server.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so about to say anything, because I was planning to say something to someone, and then I'm like, nah, it's not even worth it.
No, yeah, you know what's more poetic sometimes? Not even say anything. Just leave. Take off. They'll know. There's no reason they would, no legit reason they should have demoted you. None. There isn't.
And like before I was head arc, there was another head arc which he wasn't active at all. Like that's the reason I became head arc, because they needed someone else, because this person much. And so one day I came on head arc, I was happy, and so I just to prove myself I was a good arc, I was a good person, and I worked with everyone of that they needed to build. I helped you build Argus.
Oh, yeah, this is what we just talked about. Oh, yeah, you finding out of why the hell you're architect. But also, more importantly, before Dom left as well, a couple of days after being admin. And he griefed the server. Look, people swimming in lava and dying. People asking what the hell, why is there lava? And then Dom griefed it. And then over here, again, people dying from lava, and it's because Dom griefed it. Yeah, Salty quit. He quit and got too salty. So yeah, this is why both me and Azriel ended up leaving. Toxic community and completely toxic and corrupt stuff. Just unbelievable that this is a staff team. Completely. I have many words. This whole video has been many words, but there's nothing else I can add on. I'm just so disappointed. I used to love the server. The first couple months I was on there is amazing. I've been there since September, like 5 to 6 months ago. So long. But then the last month or two, maybe even 3 now, just horrible. People bullying each other, just completely toxic and corrupt. And I hope that either the server dies, so the toxic environment dies with it, or it's rebuilt and the toxic environment is gone. That's what I hope for.
And thank you for inviting me.
No problem. You were involved in it a lot as well, so you had to be a part of it.